Hi guys, this is Chloe, and I'm just going to do a question and answer video that someone requested for me to do. Well, give me the idea to do it. So I'm going to do that. I didn't write any questions down, sorry guys. So I'm just going to try to wing it, just freestyle it. So yeah, me and my husband met when I was 14 and a half. He was 23 and a half, but okay, this is gonna be like super complicated to explain, but I'm just gonna start off from like the very beginning. When I was 12, once I got out of 6th grade, my mom put me into home studies. So I had no social life, and I had a brother who was 5.5 years older than me. And back in the early 2000s or whatever, there was chat lines, phone chat lines. We didn't have a computer back then or nothing. Like it was 2000, 2001, whatever. So I went on the chat lines that he introduced me to, and I would go on and I would talk to guys, and I like the older guys. I would start talking to the older guys, like in their 30s, 40s, 50s. No, well, yes, but no. The ones I did talk to were in their 30s. That I liked. So I didn't meet any of these guys. But my friend who sadly passed away last month, Christina, I met her off the chat line. Me and her became great friends. She lived down the street from me, met in person, all that great stuff. Well, back in 2002, in October, she was on the, she started talking to him like in August, I think, of 2002, off of AOL chat room. And she started talking to him and stuff. So she started talking to him. They finally met. She didn't know if he liked her. She gave me his number saying, "Hey, Chloe, call him and see if he likes me." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Okay." So I did, she's my friend. I called him, and he's like, "No." He's like, "I don't really like her like that, I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I was just sad because you don't like her like that. And I had to tell her. And she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Forget it then, forget him then." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." And so he called me after that, and he's like, start talking to me and stuff. I'm like, "Hey, you're not into my friend. My friend liked you. I really can't be talking to you like this." And I told my friend, but she gave me the okay to talk to him. But like the whole time I was talking to him, I'm like, it was weird. I'm like, no, this should be Christina's guy. He should like Christina, not me. It's just weird. But I wasn't taking him serious, so I'm like, whatever. He's just a friend buddy. He's just a phone buddy. So, yeah. One day, my other friend came over to spend the night, and I decided, because I was talking to this other guy named Travis off the chat line, never met him, but I was talking to him for like a year and a half. And I know where he lived, so I wrote a note, and I just wanted to drop it off at his house. He lived down the street from me, but walking, that's like a half an hour to 45 minutes. And so I got really pretty, I got dressed up and stuff, and we started walking. Well, she's like, "Hey, call Daniel," which is my husband. And she's like, "Hey, call Daniel, have him meet us and give us a ride over to Travis's. We're going to have to walk that far." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, no, I don't want to meet him, because I didn't meet him, I just talked to him on the phone. But she's like, "Oh, come on." So she took the phone, she called him. He's like, "Yeah, I'll be there in a half an hour." So by the time we got to the store, he picked us up there. And it was weird. I'm like, I was hella shy. I'm like, this is weird, really weird. I don't know if I like this, and stuff. But he dropped us off. He didn't drop us off, but I just threw the letter at the guy's house. So who knows where it landed? Out of the window of my husband's car. So yeah, just to get over it, because it's just awkward, like in the car, some guy I just met throwing this letter at some other guy's house. And I knew Daniel liked me. He already told me he liked me and stuff. He said, I think he even said he loved me before he met. I'm like, that is such shit. But whatever. Maybe that wasn't before we met. I don't know. But I ended up seeing him 2 other times that night. We had our first kiss, and I'm telling you something. And when me and him first kissed, it was like magic. It was like, my friend was there too, right in the living room with us. We were at his house. It was just magic. Because he owned his own house and stuff, so. When we first kissed, it was like, oh my god, like, it was just me and him and, like, stars. I think I even saw stars when we were kissing. We were just so into it, but we didn't have sex or nothing like that, not then. But he knew I wanted a baby, because I did want a baby at that age. I really wanted a baby. It's just always been in me to have a baby. So when we did start having sex and stuff, when he took my virginity, it took 7 months to conceive my daughter. I conceived her May 2003. So it took us a lot longer than I ever thought it would. But yeah, and I had her January 22nd, 2004. I actually got toxemia when I was pregnant, so they had to induce me. Oh, so yeah, that's that. But I should stop this because I did make a prior video, but it was too long. So I'm going to make a part 2. So I'll see you guys in a minute.